Hello, welcome to this short tutorial webinar on how to create website custom audiences or Facebook remarketing lists. You're here because you watched my previous webinar, or hopefully you've watched my previous webinar on why you should create these lists. So now I'm going to show you quickly how you can create one. Okay, you need to be logged into Facebook. But first of all, you need to decide what page. We're going to create a website custom audience for this page on my website. It's the page advertising our Facebook services. So obviously it's of interest to me who's on that page, so that I could maybe follow them up with more ads promoting my Facebook services and want to be that specific. They're on this Facebook page, they're not looking up Google, they're not asking about Twitter, they're looking about Facebook, and that's what I then want to follow up with, more Facebook stuff. Okay, so how do we go about creating these lists of people who visit this page? Right, so as I said, you have to be logged into Facebook. Once you're logged into Facebook, your page probably looks something like this. Now, if you look down the left-hand side, you'll see Ad Manager here. Click on Ad Manager. And that will refresh it, and now you're going to see a page that looks like this. Again, if you have never run ads for anybody before, it might be slightly different, but you will see this structure down this side, this menu down this left-hand side. And at the very bottom here, you'll see Audiences. So let's click on Audiences and wait for the page to refresh. What you're going to get here now is a list of any previous website custom audiences you might have created. Now again, if this is the first time doing it, this will be blank, but you'll see now that I have a few created. So here's some lists I created before, but what we want to do now is we want to create a new list. So we go up here and we see this green button, Create Audience. What kind of an audience is we want to create? A custom audience. So select the first option, Custom Audience. And then again wait. So what kind of a custom audience? This is an audience based on website traffic, so we select that option, the middle option, website traffic. Now, if we wanted to, or if I wanted to create a list of everybody who visited my site, I would select this first option. I would leave it on change. So website traffic, anybody who visits your website, and in here I would just put in my domain name www.webworks.ie. But that's not what we want to do. We want to create a list of people who visit a specific page. So I select that option, people who visit specific web pages. And now this is changed, so URL contains. URL is web address, something like this up here. So the URL contains, so what page is it that I want to track? If we flick up here, you see it's this page here. So what I want to, anybody who lands on the page, and this, I'll take that part of the URL because no other web page has that in the URL, so I know it's unique. I'll put that in there. So basically now I'm telling Facebook that if anybody lands on a page that contains Facebook-marketing in the URL, they're going to be added to this list. We give this list a name. Down here we give it a name. We'd call it Facebook Page Visitors. So there's a name for it. How long do we want to keep people on the list for? The default option here you can see is 30 days. But we can set that to a maximum of 180 days, or we can set it down to 1 day. Now when you get more advanced with your website custom audiences and your remarketing, you will probably find yourself creating multiple lists for the same page, the only difference being the duration. And then we click Create Audience. And we wait, but not too long I hope. So now that's great. This is telling me now, thank you for creating a website custom audience. Your audience is now ready. So we click OK. And here we can see at the top of my list, Facebook page visitors. And you can see with the information there, it tells us it's a custom audience and its role is it's for people who visited the URL containing Facebook-marketing, and it will last for 180 days. Now, I got that up there because I already have lots of other lists created. Now, if you didn't get that, if this is your first list, you'll probably see something different. You'll probably see, once you created the Create Audience button previously, you'll see something like this. If I just go in here now and View Pixel, you will see something like this. When you create your first audience, you will be given instructions. You will see a box like this, and it will say, we'll give you this code here. See this code? And it will tell you to copy this code and paste it between the head and the /head tags of your website. Now, if that is double Dutch to you, at this stage, just email these instructions to your web developer, or get your web developer to do it. But basically what it's telling you is that this code needs to be copy and pasted into the head tags of your web pages. And it needs to go on the every page where you want to create a website custom audience. Now, just to show you how easy that is to do, it sounds terribly difficult, but it's quite easy. If you're using WordPress, and lots of people do, you can add a plugin called per head tag or per page head. You can see it here. This is the back end of one of our WordPress sites. And once you have that installed, you will find under your settings option here, you will see this option, add head to every page. And if you open up that, you will be given this box here. And you could take the code that Facebook showed you, the code from the ads manager that you would use. You can take this code, pardon me, you can take this code here, copy that, go back over here, and, and paste it in. And there you have, so that's that code put in, and then click Save Changes, and that code then is added to the head of every page, which means, and you only need to do that once on a website. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and create more and more lists. You don't have to repeat this task of adding the code. So that's one way that you can do it on WordPress. Other content management systems will offer you different options how to do it, but that's basically how it needs to be done. As I said, if this makes no sense to you, just copy that code, paste it into an email, send it to your web developer, and tell them to put it in between the head tags of every page on your website. Once that's done, your custom audience list will start gathering data straight away. And you will see then over time that this list here, you will see a number, and it will start telling you how many people are on that list. And then once you run an ad, if I want to run an ad and promote my Facebook services, or maybe I want so I've got maybe some discounts on offer, or if there's a new Facebook feature that I want people to know about, that's a list that I would go to. I would create an ad, be it a blog post or whatever, and I would promote it to that list, in knowing that these people have an interest in Facebook, and hopefully that by me showing them my expertise, they might come back and use my services. So that's a quick run through on how to create website custom audiences or remarketing lists. If you have any questions, of course, come back to me. My name is John McGarry. You get me at jmcgarry@webworks.ie. Thank you very much for your attention today, and I look forward to talking to you and bringing you more information on Facebook in the future. Again, thank you.